Welcome, Scorpio, to your October 2023 tarot reading. I'm Kate Smith-Kors. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for you. So please take what resonates, my friends, and leave the rest for everybody else. So I want to start off on a light note and pull an oracle card from the Everyday Witch Oracle to see what message you need to know as part of like the overall theme. And we have follow your dreams. I love this. I love how he's looking out the window, and I love how there's the cat looking in the crystal ball and seeing another cat. What are you dreaming of? Are you dreaming of a relationship? Are you wishing on a star? Are you setting intentions with candles? I feel like there's acts of something that you're doing to like manifest whatever it is that you want. You're using visualizations, so that feels really good. Some of you could be working with the moon cycles or the moon phases when it comes to manifesting whatever this dream is that you have. This is actually a number 7 card, and Follow Your Dreams says, we all have dreams, little wistful longings and big passionate desires. Whether your dreams are about successful careers or enduring love or just having chocolate cake for dessert, simply thinking about them is unlikely to make them happen. It is okay to daydream about things that don't really matter, marrying a prince or becoming a rock star. But if your dreams are important to you, you are going to have to actively pursue them in order to make them come true. Of course, it can be scary to go after your dreams, since you might fail, or they might not live up to your expectations. But if you don't try, you'll never know, will you? So this is about getting clear on what it is that you want and then taking actionable steps to make that happen. You know, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm changing business locations, right? And I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm using my situation as an example for you. You know, I started out the year of 2023 saying, this is going to be the year that I have my own shop and I don't just rent an office space and work for somebody else. 2023 is going to be the year that I go off on my own completely. And so I started out with the visualizations, trying to get an idea of what I want my shop to look like, what I want the vibe to be. And then I was, saying prayers, I was doing manifestation work, but then I was also taking actionable steps to make that happen. If I had never gone out to look at a space that was for rent, then I never would have made the choice to rent out the space, right? You have to go out and look at it. You have to, do tax paperwork, legal filings. There's actionable steps that need to take place before I can just open up a shop, right? So what is your goal? What is your dream? And what little step, even if it's just a baby step, maybe it's writing down somebody's phone number or sending a message to somebody, reaching out, maybe collaborating with somebody else. Whatever it is that you can do today to get you one step closer to whatever this dream is that you have, then do it. So this is about definitely taking actionable steps. So now I'm going to pull another oracle card from Believe in Your Own Magic. This is by Amanda Lovelace, and I really like this card deck. It's very diverse and inclusive, so I enjoy this deck. The card you got is number 42, Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. So some of you have been neglecting yourself, and it's because you've been so worried about other people. I love how she has a cup of tea or coffee in her hand. It looks like she has her hair done kind of nice. She's wearing a pretty dress. And even though it looks like, maybe she's just at home, or maybe this is a magical coffee shop located in an enchanted forest. I don't know. That would be pretty cool, right? But even if it is just at home, like if you have kids and maybe they go off to school and you're home by yourself, maybe this is your like your day date with yourself. What are you going to do? Are you going to like make yourself this magical cup of tea or magical cup of coffee? Are you going to go out and connect with the birds, look for signs and synchronicities? I love how there's this bird here and it almost looks like it's kind of glowing. You see that little glow around it? So I feel like after you do this for yourself, you take yourself out on this date, you also will feel like you're glowing. I feel like you'll feel more connected to spirit too, or your higher self, essentially. So this homeward card says, slow down. It's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. It's in those solitary, introspective moments where we can learn the most interesting and eye-opening things about ourselves. Take yourself out on a date of sorts, even if it's just a quiet and cozy night at home. Enjoy your own company. So some of you could be spending more time alone in the month of October, but I feel like this is actually going to fill up your cup. This is going to be rejuvenating for you. It's going to be a good thing. And also for you to be able to press on and have the energy to take the actionable steps towards whatever your dream or goal is, you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first, right? Because if you're not taken care of, then you're going to reach that burnout. You're not going to have the energy to move forward in any capacity. Now, I also have the Everyday Witch Tarot cards, which I love, that goes along with this Oracle deck. These are by Deborah Blake, and the art is by Elizabeth Alba. So now I'm going to go over some overall themes. What can Scorpio be expecting in the month of October? We have the Four of Pentacles, I'm sorry. So I feel like there's something that you're saving your money towards. So I feel like you're being really cautious with your spending. So that's going to come in handy when you want to take yourself out on this day date or do something for yourself. I feel like money is going to be a big theme of whether or not you decide to do something, because I feel like you have this goal in mind, okay? And so I would also say that there might be somebody who feels like they're affected by this, by your potential penny pinching. It's like, let me just jump out this window. Let me go have fun. Let me escape. So that's really up to you. Do you have your eyes set on the prize? Or are you going to allow yourself to indulge every now and then to help out somebody else? So I feel like that could be a kid for some of you, or maybe even a partner that maybe you're the saver and they're the spender, you know. Could be the other way around typically, but I feel like in the month of October, you're really looking at your spending habits. And to go along with that, we have the King of Pentacles. He is very financially secure. He feels safe. He feels comfortable. Look, he has his chocolate cake and his glass of grape juice or wine, whatever you want to call it. He's got his dog companion. Some of you could have strong Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, since this is, two earth energies coming right out. But I also feel like you have a strong connection to nature at this time. I feel like you're going outside more, and you're enjoying the cooler weather as we go into the fall season. This feels really good. And then the last overall theme we have is the number 10, Wheel of Fortune. This is a major arcana, so this is long-term energy. And I feel like you're looking for a shift. You're looking for a change. You're looking towards your future. You know that whatever your current situation isn't necessarily what your life is still going to look like, say, 3 years from now. I feel like you have a long-term plan and goal in mind, and you're like anticipating that shift. Some of you are maybe looking at buying a house. There's on this wheel, it's pointed at the house, but it could be any area, really. Is it your health? Is it love? Is it, connection to spirit or divination? Are some of you looking towards planning a wedding? What is this long-term goal that you have? And again, what actionable steps can you take today? Is it choosing to cook a meal at home rather than spending $50 out in a restaurant to feed your family, or $100 or however much, I feel like there's a lot of ways that you can feel safe and comfortable at home and enjoy that. I feel like some of you are creating a comfortable home. That's part of what I'm hearing. Seeing that house, seeing the King of Pentacles. This could also represent a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or some type of very earthy, stable, secure person coming into your life as well. So this could represent your energy or somebody else that plays a significant role in your life in the month of October. This could also be a father figure stepping up. Maybe they're helping you out towards reaching some type of financial or monetary material possession goal that you might have. Okay. So now I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. This is by Stacey DeMarco. I love this oracle deck. I love the shininess, the metallic shininess on the sides, and how it has the snake on the front. So your card is Mermaid, number 14. So she has that boat, it looks like on her head. Is that right? Yeah, it looks like there's a boat on her head, or a ship, I should say. And then underwater, I can't quite tell what that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be a treasure chest? Is this her bed? Couch? I don't know. But it says beauty. I feel like some of you are really stepping into this self-care mode where you're feeling yourselves, you are feeling comfortable in your body, you're nurturing your body, you're being gentle with yourself. And that is going to allow you to just feel better, feel more beautiful. This mermaid card says, beauty is a high value when it illuminates and inspires, but it is in the eye of the beholder. Relying just on outward appearances is shallow and temporary. If beauty is the only virtue, then others need to be developed. Love your own unique beauty. If you are using your beauty to manipulate someone, be wary. This particular kind of magic wears thin after a time. So the duality here is attraction versus danger. So are you attracted to something, or do you have a certain goal in mind just because it looks shiny to you? It looks good. But maybe think about, is this something that's actually going to make me happy, right? So I don't want to get into my political views and all of that, because I was just about to give an example about homes and houses. But, maybe you look at this mansion that you drive by and you think, wow, that looks amazing. That's my goal. I want to be a multimillionaire and live in a house like that. But then with a house like that, what do you have to do? You'd essentially have to pay somebody to clean it, because who can clean a house that size and have a career and kids, and you know what I mean? So there's so much more that goes into it besides that. So maybe you're like, yes, that mansion looks beautiful, but then the more you dive into it, you're like, okay, that's a higher heating bill. Okay, that's a lot more cleaning. Oh, it's a lot more maintenance. Little things that come up, it's a lot more house to maintain. And so then you're really investigating, is this what I want? Or do I just think it's pretty and what society tells me I should want? So think about what your actual wants and desires are versus what you just think is going to either make you look good to other people, or is this somebody else's version of happiness for you? Maybe it's like a career. Maybe your parents thought, you needed to be you need to be a doctor, and maybe you get through college and you're like, this is not the profession that I want. Yes, it looks like it would be good from the outside, but getting down into it, this is just not what makes me happy. So I feel like you're really investigating that kind of stuff on a much deeper level. You're looking beyond the initial shine, the initial allure of something, right? And you're really figuring out if this is something that's going to make you feel good, you feel beautiful, you feel fulfilled. I love that message for you. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Trick or Treat Tarot, and we're going to dive into some potential messages. Look at the back of these cards. Isn't that so fun? I love this deck. Okay, some potential challenges. We have the Six of Cups. I think that some of you have a hard time receiving. It's like somebody wants to gift you something, but you're not really wanting to take it. For some of you, it's financial help from a parent, and that's really off-putting to you. You're like, I don't want to have to accept help from anybody. And also, I think that some of you are fearful, like, is this person giving me something to be kind, or are they going to use this against me later? Because if that's the case, I don't want anything to do with it. So I feel like you're wary of accepting help from others or accepting a gift from others because you're wondering what kind of the repercussions of that are going to be. And this is also reminding you not to overgive, right? You don't want to be overgiving and draining and depleting yourself in the month of October. Another potential challenge is the Chariot. I feel like some of you feel like your life is out of control. It's almost like you've allowed other people's opinions or just other people in general to drag you around. And, I feel like some of you, how do I say this? Some of you are just going through the motions. It's like, yeah, eventually I'll get to where I want to be, but I've got to, meet these other people's needs first and And part of what I'm hearing is you can have both, right? You can live a life that feels like it's not just on repeat. You can live a life that feels good to you. And still have your family and friendships and love and whatever it is. I don't know. There's this element of feeling like you're just doing what everybody else wants you to do rather than what you want to do. It's kind of like this Cat in the Hat has gone into zombie mode, and it's just allowing these kids to pull them along. So I feel like some of you have really been consumed with parenthood. If you're a parent, this obviously is only going to resonate for some of you, or maybe it's even with grandkids, or there's some area where you've really let this consume you, and it's like it's time to pick up the reins of your own life, right? When it comes to the Chariot card, it's usually a person in a chariot with two horses or lions or statues, whatever is in front of them. And it's kind of like you're going to be taken wherever it is that you're supposed to go. Spirit is going to lead you there. But there's also that element of needing to take actionable steps to make sure you stay on track. Okay? So the last potential challenge that I want to talk about is the Tower card. Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I love this card. Just look at it. It's like the science experiment where he has the lever in his hands and he's in control of when the tower kind of explodes, right? I just love this energy. So the Tower card is really about a surprise moment, a shift that completely changes what your life looks like. And I feel like this is really coming for you. And it's coming because you're taking the actionable steps towards whatever it is that you have in mind for your goal. I feel like some of you are having a big shift in what it is that you want and what you want your life to look like. I think that some of you are simplifying. Some of you are simplifying what it is that you thought you wanted, because you're taking a look at whatever this is again and you're like, no, this just doesn't have the same allure that it used to. And I think that some of you are you're changing your mind, you're shifting directions. But this feels like it's really good. So I'm really enjoying this tower moment for you. But it could be a surprise and a big change, a big shift. And, you know, as humans, we're usually creatures of habit. And so when there is a change and a shift, especially if it's one that we didn't anticipate coming, it can be a little bit difficult at first. So, you know, that aspect of it could be a potential challenge. And then the last card I want to talk about is from the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And this card is number 12, Slow and Steady. So Spirit's reminding you that you don't have to rush through this process. Shifts and changes aren't necessarily going to happen overnight. Just be patient with this. And it says, slow and steady wins the race. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race? This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. I hope these messages resonated, my friends. If they did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you know when I post more videos like this. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can book on crystallizewithkate.com. And hopefully by the time I post this video, I will be fully up and running in my new location at 201 South Elmer Avenue in Sayre, Pennsylvania. So if you're local, come check out my shop, but maybe, you know, send me an email first or check my Facebook page just to verify that it's actually up and running. A couple loose ends got to get tied up. I'm hoping that it will be by the end of September, moving into October. But I hope you all have a beautiful month ahead, and I will see you in another video.